Good afternoon, friends. So yes, now ma'am is live, so we will be starting the class, right? So this is going to be the session in continuation with the linear arrangement. Okay, fine. So are we all ready with pen and paper? Are we all ready with the pen and paper? What happened? No, yes, no? Friends, am I audible to everyone? Because I am not getting any response from your side. Okay. Oh, got it. Fine. Very good afternoon. So today we are going to start the sessions on the questions in linear arrangement. The one type is which is floor arrangement. Before I move further with my session, I want to make one announcement today. We had we have done one topic syllogism, right? Based on the Venn diagram. So what I want is, friends, that in the Telegram channel, okay, we will be sending a link, right, where the discussion will be open till Saturday 6 p.m. Okay. So in that you can send the image of the question, and along with that image you have to mention your name and the city. Fine. This discussion forum will be open to you till Saturday 6 p.m. I will be taking all the questions, right, and on Monday I am going to take the doubt clearing session, right, of the topic syllogism. Friends, I have requested sir for this thing to go live. This is the topic where I am going live and I am taking all. But friends, it's a request that if you take if you take the ProTalent material, right, then it will be more easy for you, right, to get the right kind of material and to practice that and the doubts cleared. So things would be very much streamlined. Okay, fine. So definitely for the students who have already received the material, those who haven't received the material can message me on my can send a WhatsApp on my number, and I'll try to arrange something for them. Okay, because I know that there are especially the students who are on Mumbai side and Delhi side, they couldn't receive the material, but otherwise I think in most other parts of India the material has been received. Alright. So syllogism would be the topic which I am going to take. So very simple instruction. In the Telegram channel for CLAT, right, we will be sharing a link where you have to send your query, the image of the question with your name and city. The deadline is Saturday 6 p.m. After that, no question would be accepted. Fine. So you will have to solve it by Saturday 6 p.m. and you have to send it. And on Monday, I will be taking the doubt clearing on this topic of syllogism. Am I clear? Say yes. Everyone is clear with this thing? Ayush, you have to enroll. I mean, if you are a CLAT 2020 student or a 2021 student, you have to. So for this thing, you can you can WhatsApp me after 3 p.m. and I will get in touch with you and I'll help you, those who want the material or how it can be done. Is it clear? Fine. And I think most of you have already received the material. So in case you haven't completed it, start working on syllogism. So Ankur Malik, the query is, ma'am, how can we get your number, right? So what you can do, you can visit the ProTalent website or you can download the app, and there the WhatsApp is there. Okay, that is the number through which you can get in touch with me, right? All right. So are you all ready with today's session? चलिए, all right, chalo. So let's start the today's agenda. Okay, so today like I have come up with this concept of floor management. Now as far as this topic is concerned, right, it is more or less the same the way we did the previous question where we did the single arrangement. Yesterday we tried to figure out the questions on the 2 rows, that was the multiple rows arrangement, right, and today I have come up with another section which is, as such, I have categorized in floor management, but except 1 or 2 points, rest all the methodology of solving it remains the same. So when I talk about the methodology, what I am talking about? I am talking about the conditions to be written in a pictorial form, right? Then try to do the data arrangement, okay, fine, and then coming to the set of questions asked on it. No assumptions. If there are assumptions, we will be going for the multiple, the arrangements. So this is what the methodology I was talking about. With respect to floor arrangement, friends, you have to add one more point to this, and that point is, so when I have very specifically I have mentioned this topic, right, floor arrangements. So definitely now you could have figured it out, okay, there may be 5 floors, 7 floors, 9 floors, 11 floors, and the occupants are there, or the questions can be in under this floor arrangement category. The questions can be the sequence of lectures, or it can be the sequence in which the professors can take the lecture, or it can be the sequence in which the professors are taking the lectures as well as the subject which they are taking. Getting it? So till now, whichever the questions we did it on a horizontal, right, on a horizontal arrangement. So floor arrangement, basically you can connect with the vertical arrangement. All right, friends, so it will be a vertical arrangement. So under this section of vertical arrangement, as I mentioned, the question can be of the tenants, right, first floor, or there can be, even in that also, there can be 2 buildings, right, like we had horizontal 2 rows, we can have vertical 2 buildings, right, or we can have like the lectures, right, first, second, third, fourth, fifth lecture would be there, and professor would be there, and the topic in which they are taking, or it can also be the questions which come in this train wale questions, right, where the departures would be mentioned. So again, because departures are there, it is with respect to time, so again that is all going to be a vertical arrangement, right. So basically floor arrangement, you underline and just mention one word, that is vertical arrangement. So we will be like discussing the questions of vertical arrangement, and towards the end of the session, because I think my Sinchan was not there on Tuesday, right. So my session was not there because of the technology or whatever the reason. I give this the credit to Sinchan, because on Tuesday Sinchan was absent, my session was not there proper, so that link is not available. But in last 48 hours I have received many requests for the solution of that A to H. So all those who have done, right, their time shouldn't get wasted, and hence I am going to, towards the end, I will be solving that question once again for those people who couldn't solve it. All right. So is the lecture plan very clear, right? Yes, Sinchan, abhi kya kare, right? So Sinchan, for see the kind of onerous responsibility you are having, right? If for my session your presence is must. Okay, fine, chalo. So right, anyway, so now let's get back to the work and let's start the questions. Fine, all right. So there is a first set of instruction in front of you. Okay. Now here you can see that it is a 9-storied building, right, where the lowest and the topmost floor is numbered 1 and 9 respectively. Okay, fine. And there are 8 occupants. How many floors are there? right? 9 floors are there, and how many occupants are there? There are 8 occupants. It means what? It means what? That there is one vacant, one floor is vacant. Now, with respect to this point of vacant, I would love to share one tip with you. Okay, fine. And that is, say for example, when we were doing the horizontal arrangement and we said that there is two people or two persons between say A and B. So, A and B, 1, 2, and we said there are two people between A and B, right? But if the vertical arrangement is happening, right, and there is a vacant, there is one floor vacant. So, the same thing I could have said that there are two occupants between A and B. Alright, so that could have been in this form. Simple. So, two people A and B, horizontal arrangement, हमने दो blanks रखे. We kept 2 blanks, right? And during the vertical arrangement, these were the 2. Now, if there is a vacant floor, then in vertical arrangement, if there are 2 people or 2 occupants between A and B, then even this will also hold true. Right. So, say for example, C and D are those 2 people between A and B. So, over here I am writing C and D, right, and if over here also I am writing C and D, then in both the cases, can you see the difference? In both the cases, my statement holds true that between A and B, there are only 2 occupants. Am I clear? Oh, please now, all of you, Rajat, fine. All of you please get back to this thing. See, I wanted to start with a very lighter note. That's why I said this point. Now, everybody get back to the work. Okay, please stop. Otherwise, then from next session, I'll come with a very heavy face. Okay. Right? Fine. Chaliye. So, no more chats over here. Right? So, is the point very clear? That in floor arrangement, right, if there are 2 people, right, then it doesn't mean that there has to be only 2 blanks. Even the vacant can also be the part of it. Clear? Right? Keep this thing into the consideration. Yes, Ankur, it is possible. Yeah. So, here between A and B, obviously the previous theories are applicable. So, okay, if A is not been mentioned on the ground floor, I could have written either A or B, then 2 occupants and then B or A. Same would have been the case, A or B, and then say there is a vacancy or a vacant floor and then B or A. Okay, then B or A. Okay, fine. So, yes, that is possible. All right. Are we all clear? Fine. So, now let us move on to the question. Fine. So, the very first rule applicable is given the conditions, right, you start writing down in a pictorial form. तो चलिए शुरू कीजिए notebook में. Just remember that this is a vertical arrangement. Don't try to make it a a horizontal arrangement. All right. Okay, fine. So, most of you must have started working on it. Now, I am working for the rest of the people who haven't started yet. Okay, fine. So, here I have come bit prepared so that it goes a bit in a systematic way. So, The question goes like this: W lives immediately below the vacant floor, So the first condition is the vacant floor and W is just below it. Okay, fine. Alright. Then the second point is Q lives on an even numbered floor. Q lives on an even numbered floor immediately above S, right? S के ऊपर above S is Q and Q lives on an even numbered. So how many floors were there? 9 floors are there, right? So if there are 9 floors, then it is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, right? And hence, if you know the number basic nature of the natural numbers, then S will be occupying 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, and we know that S cannot take 9 because Q is above S, right? So Q can't be on the 9th floor. The third point is T lives on the first floor and P lives on the 7th floor. Wow. So we have been mentioned, okay, so here I am writing the floors, and the floors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these are the 9 floors, and we have been mentioned that T lives on the first floor. So T lives on the first floor. So this is a column which represents the person, and T lives on the 7th floor and P lives on the 7th floor. Okay. One of the floors above the 5th floor is vacant, but it is not the top floor. Okay. One of the floors above the 5th floor is vacant, but it is not the top floor. It means that what? The vacant floor, okay, the vacant floor which is there, right, that can take which all positions? It can take 6, 7 and 8. Point number 5, U lives immediately above R. So wherever R would be there, U is going to be immediately above R. Point number 6 is that R lives neither on the 2nd floor nor on the 3rd floor. So R doesn't live on 2nd floor or 3rd floor, right? And the 7th condition is that U lives on an odd numbered floor. Okay, U also lives on odd numbered floor. So it will take 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Alright, but since R is above U, right, so definitely U cannot take this position. Fine. So let's see what all we can try to fit in over here. Alright, chaliye. So to start with, right, which is the point? Now tell me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Which point I should start with? Which is the strongest, the point which has been, or the hint has been given to me? Tell me with which I should start, which helps me in, starting so that I can very easily make the arrangement. Yes, tell me which point? Fourth point, one of the floors above the 5th floor is vacant, but it is not the top floor. Okay. Don't you think I should start with the 6th point? Oh, 4th point. Why so? Because it can take 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 and vacant ke exactly below is W, right? Vacant ke exactly below, right? So if I take it, so it will take vacant will be 6, 7 and 8. I can't put vacant on 8th floor because immediately below that W should come. So I can take it the 6th position vacant, right? So I can take 6th position vacant, because if I take 6 as vacant, right, then in that case just below that would be W. Okay, fine. Then alright, then which is the next point I should take? Can I say that R lives neither on the 2nd nor on the 3rd floor? So R doesn't live on 2nd, or, and we know that U is going to take an odd position. So R cannot not be on say second and third, right, and U has to take an odd position. So it means what? Can I say that then R will be say on the 9th floor, sorry, U would be on the 9th floor, and because you can take the odd number and just below that would be R, okay. Then Q and S. Now what I am left with? Q and S. Yes, R on 8th, very good. Now which is the next point I should take? S and Q. Can I take it? S and Q. Which is the next point I should take now? Can I take say this S and Q? So S can take it either 2, 4, 6, 8, S 1, 3, 5, 7. So S has to be like 1 is already there, so S will be here, and if S is here, so Q is here. I am using the point number 2 now, right. So now I am left with only 1, and that is going to be, if I see to it, then I am left with V. Is it clear? So see friends, even now you can see that we have been given the 7, 8 or 9 points, then but it is very crucial with which point we start with, and this is what is there. So are we ready? Alright, fine. So this is what is going to be the arrangement. Fine, everybody is getting this arrangement? Fine. Now, so this is there. Now let's so quickly come to the questions. So now see how easy it would be. Who lives immediately above Q? Who lives immediately above Q? W, right? Fine. Then, so question number 22, the answer is C. So you answer it in this format, 22 and answer. Give me answer in this format. Very good. Very good. The next question, on which floor does V live? On which floor does the V live? So question number 23, answer. Question number 23, the answer is A. Very good. Question number 3, the answer is A, right. And question number 24, who lives between R and W? Who lives between R and W? Question number 24. Question number 24. Right. So who lives between R and W? Yes, you can see that as said between R and W there are 2 positions, but one is vacant, and hence I can write the answer as P, and hence I can write the answer as P. So now you can figure it out what is the importance of this word vacant. Okay, fine, very good. Let's move on to the next set now. Okay, so this is one more set of thing is there. So start quickly doing it, start arranging it. Okay, so start arranging, start putting this instructions in a pictorial form. Okay, so now I will be also starting so that we can together finish it. Ankur, the answer to your query is beta the only one answer. You may find it a cliche, but it is practice. The more you practice, tell me, have you practiced at least 300 to 350 questions on linear arrangement? Say yes or no. This question is just for Ankur. Ankur, you say, have you practiced on linear arrangement? Don't mix it up with the data arrangement, okay? This is just one part of it. Ankur, have you done 300 plus questions on this topic? Ankur Malik. Fine. Till Ankur gives me the answer, we will move further. Right. So friends, what I have done is that the 7 people are there, right, and this is what the arrangement I have to make. So yes, Ankur, that is what I am saying. So if you practice that now, you will get auto tuned. See, as far as this thing is concerned, I mean something is concerned, say if I take myself as an example, almost every week I will be solving such questions. So because students would be coming up to us for the doubt clearing also, so you know, I'll be keep. But say when I am doing it live, for me it's altogether a different you know, a challenge, that I should be as perfect as possible. I should be, and I want to be as natural as possible while solving the question, so that you can correlate yourself with me ki, okay, this is what actually happens. But if I am not doing it live, so then definitely the way I will be doing is going to be much faster. Okay, so many a times friends, right, this is what is a challenge for us, that doing otherwise very easily I could have, you know, once the set is done, right, I can come with a, you know, typed solution where you know, the tables are ready and I can simply narrate it that this is what you should have taken care of, and that's it. But I believe that then there is no point I take the live session, because then I am actually giving you the solution which anyways is with you in a printed form, right? So here it takes, but for you people, when personally you are doing it, the more you will be practicing, your mind will get auto tuned. Okay, such a question, these are the condition, and in the particular fashion only you should write it, and you will be really fast in that. But yes, make it a point, if you are the speed is not there, do it at least 300 plus question on this topic. Okay, fine. So now what I have done is that, because the set of instruction was really big, right, so I will be reading the questions, right, I have the questions in a printed form, I will be reading the question, right, and what I am going to do is I will be writing the instructions directly. Alright. So the question is, 7 people are there, A to F, right, and 1 to 7, the lowest floor is the, okay, and the lowest floor is this. So if I start giving the interpretations to the condition, then exactly one person leaves between the people who study in Vivekanand and Thakur College. So what is the first thing? Vivekanand. There is only one person between Vivekanand and Thakur College. Okay, then H leaves on an even numbered floor. Second point is H. So how many people are, how many floors are there? 7 floors are there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors are there, right? Okay, and 7 student floors are there, and there are the 7 colleges. So these are the floors. So what is the second point is saying that H lives on an even numbered. H lives on an even numbered floor. So H takes, you know, 2, 4, 6. Okay. Who studies in and the person who studies in Vivekanand lives on an odd numbered. Okay. And the person who is studying in Vivekanand College is taking an odd number. So 1, 3, 5 and 7. Alright. Then the third point says that the person who studied in Khalsa lives on the second floor. Okay, the person who studied in Khalsa College. So let me say here is the Khalsa College. Okay. Khalsa College, fine. So let this be the name of the college, and let this column be for the person. Okay. So what does that third point says? The person who studies in Khalsa college lives on the second floor. Okay. E neither studies in SIS nor Ruparel. So the third point is done. What is the fourth point? The fourth point says that the person who studies in Khalsa, E neither studies in SIS nor Ruparel. Okay. The fifth point is the person who studied in Vivekanand does not live on the first floor. Okay. So person who is studying in Vivekanand does not live on the first floor, and the person who studies in SIES does not live on the topmost floor. Okay. So it means that SIES does not come to 7th floor. Okay. C lives immediately above the person who studied in Vivekanand. Okay. The next point is that C lives immediately above the person who studied Vivekanand. So Vivekanand is here, and exactly above should come the C. What does the D point, 7th point says that? The 7th point says that D lives immediately below H. HK immediately below D is there. Point number 8. Point number 8 is G lives on the 5th floor. Wow, कितने अच्छा लगता है ना? You feel so good when few of the data has been given directly. So G lives on the 5th floor. Okay. Then point number 9. Point number 9 says the person who studies in Ruparel stays immediately above A. So A के exactly above should be Ruparel college. All right. Point number 10, just see how many points are there in this set, right? The person who studies in SIS lives immediately above the person who studies KC. So KC, point number 10 is what is the point number 10? The point number 10 says that the person who studies in SIS, right, lives immediately above the person who studies in KC. So this is what is the point, KC. And point number 11 is that A lives on an odd numbered floor. A lives on an odd numbered floor. So 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. Oh, fine. So I am like done with all the points, right? Okay. Now let's see a point with which we can start. Can you tell me? Right, tell me which is the most important over here, right? Can I start with A because A ke above Ruparel is there and all those things, right? If I talk about A, then, or I can start with Vivekanand. Tell me which is the most strongest point I should start with. Right, see, okay, let me start with Vivekanand because above Vivekanand C is there. If above Vivekanand C is there, it means that Vivekanand is not going to be on the 7th floor. So we are left with 3 and 5, right? Okay, so we are left with 3 and 5. So and above Vivekanand there should be H. Above Vivekanand there should be H. So I am left with only 3. See, I am only left with 3 because if I write in 5 the Vivekanand, then above that this what will happen? Vivekanand and then C should be there. Okay. Or I can even go for this 1, 3, 5, 7. Am I okay? A ke above me Ruparel is there, and Ruparel, fine. Let me start with this one case where I am taking it Vivekanand on the 3rd position. If I take Vivekanand on the third position, right, then I am done with that. Just above that C should come, right. H can take 2, 4 and 6. H can take 2, 4 and 6. And H ke niche Vivekanand should be there. Exactly, H ke niche Vivekanand should be there. So in that case, right, I can take, which is the thing, H ke niche, wait a minute, what was the point number 2? In H lives on an even number 4 and the person who lives on an odd number. Vivekanand lives on an odd number. Acha, it was not connected. I'm sorry. The way I wrote it. Okay, they are the two different points. Okay. So now tell me, which is the next point I should consider? Which is the next point I should consider? Because I have written it now. So E cannot be in SIS, H and D, H and D or A. Okay, so I can take the first point also. Vivekanand is there. So after that, one more here, it is going to be a Thakur College, right. So let me eliminate the the points, so it will be easy for me. Okay, so I have taken care of this thing, so I am done with this. E cannot take SIS. SIS cannot be on the 7th position. All right. Then I am left with which point I should take now? Point number 11. What was the point number 11? A lives on the odd numbered floor. Very good. If I take A to be an odd numbered floor, then A can take the position, first position, but exactly above A should be Ruparel also. So see here, in that case A cannot come down to the 7th position, because wherever A is there, uske above Ruparel should be there. So first position goes, right, and then I am left with first, if I write in first position A, so Khalsa College is already there, so I can't take that point. So then I am left with only the third position, that is, if I am writing A over here in the third position, then Ruparel is coming over here, Ruparel College, I'm sorry, right. I am done with this. Okay, SIS cannot come in the 7th position, fine. So I either SIS would be here or SIES would be here. Okay, I am putting a star because I am not sure of it. Alright, fine. Okay, now also I have been told that H can take only even position, right, and HK below D should be there. So H I can't put it in the 7th position, right, because H can take only even position. It means that I have to take H here and automatically D would be coming over here, right. We have been also told that okay, SIES and KC should come together, SIES and KC. So SIES, alright, so here I can take this point also. See, one by one now the things are getting so clear. SIS exactly below the KC should be there, and SIS cannot be on the 7th floor from the point number 5. It means that SIES has to be on the 6th floor, so that just below I can write KC. So I am done with it. Which is the college with which I am left? I am only left with the Rizvi College. So here I am done with the list of colleges. And what about the alphabets? Alphabets may A, B, okay, E cannot come with the SIS college, so E has to be here, and hence B has to be here. So this is what is the logic. Sakshi Singh, you have to see that. See, it is E, B, G, C, A, H, D. How many of you are correct? Wow, Prema Rathore has come up with the right sequence of the colleges, right? Very good. Very good. Vishwanath Mondal, I think it's our first session today. Very good. Fine. So we are done with this. So see here, you know, many instructions were there. So here I go in a haphazard way, but fine. I mean, finally I could work it out on this. Okay, fine. But when you are doing it in your notebook, right, it should be more systematic, so that very easily you can one after the another you can, you know, connect the clues, right. So this is what is there. And now very quickly, Anjani Mishra ma'am, but I don't understand. Anjani, friends, I always say you, if you better put a point which I can explain you directly, rather than every time I ask, please mention what you have not understood, right. Otherwise entire set you can what you do, you pause your video when I have given the initial set of instructions, try to make your own arrangement, and if you are getting stuck, if you are not getting the final arrangement the way I have the way it should be, right, then only you see my explanation. Otherwise you can have your own style of doing it, right. Okay, Tanya saying any query? Any query? A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so I have fine. A, B, C, D, E, G, H. मैंने F को डाल दिया, ठीक है, fine. Anyways, let's come to the questions now. Okay, so who studies in SIS? Now you can answer that. The person living immediately below C studies in which college? Right. So here now you can see the questions to be very simple, and which of the following combinations is correct? Right. All right. Fine. Let's move on to the next set now. Next set of question. Okay, so there is a next set. Let's be ready. So there are two identical 4 stories ground plus 3 stories, right, building facing each other, each of which has only one flat on each floor. Okay, the Reddy family occupies. So fine. Now what we can do is that there are two identical stories. Chaliye, theek hai. I'm giving you 25-30 seconds. First you do it. After that I will be doing it. Okay, we will be taking it. Umesh, don't clean in screen, beta. What you are trying to say? All right, let's see Rida by starting it. All right, so what has been given to us is that there are two identical 4-story buildings each other, each of which has only one flat on each floor. Okay, so I'm taking it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the Reddy family occupies the top floor in one of the building. Okay, so I'm taking Reddy family here in one case, but then I don't know exactly in which building is Reddy family. It means that I'll have to take another consideration. Reddy family. Okay, fine. So I'm done with the first point. The Reddy family occupies the top floor in one of the building. The Singh family lives on the ground floor as Mr. Singh has a knee problem. Okay, fine. So only thing what I know is I'm writing it over here. Mr. Singh ground floor. Okay, that's it, which makes it difficult to climb. The Parikh on the floor just above Patel's. Okay, Parikh's lives just above Patel's. The Shahs who occupy the top floor in one of the building do not live in the same building as the Parikhs, as they are the business rivals. Okay, fine. So the Shahs and the Parikhs, they are not in the same floor. Okay, fine. Let's keep this point. The Khannas live just below the Reddys and on the same floor as the Guptas. Okay, so then the Khannas live just below the Reddys. Okay, so this is again a very strong point. I have got the Khannas live just below the Reddy, right? Below the Reddys and on the same floor as the Guptas, Okay, fine. Now we know that Parikhs and Patels have to be together. Okay, and the Kumar family also lives in one of these 8 flats. All right, Kumar family is also there. Now Singh family occupies the ground floor. The Singh family, so here also would be the Guptas. Okay, so it means that Parikhs and Patels are going to be together. Fine. So let's see. Are you done with the arrangement? Fine. So if I am putting Parikhs and Patels here, then obviously Shah would be on the other. See, the Shah occupies the top floor, right? The Shah occupies the top floor. So Shah has to occupy the top floor, and if Shah is in this floor, then Patels and Parikhs cannot be in the same building. So I am putting it over here, and if I put it Shah over here, then in that case the Parikhs and Patels are going to be in this building. Fine. And Singh is going to occupy the ground floor. The Singh is going to occupy the ground floor. And we have also been told that there are the Kumar family. So in the left place we have Kumar family. Oh, so are you all of you getting this 2 set of arrangements? Or are you people, just see to it now, have I made any mistake? I am confident about it, but still, because it will affect our answer. Reddy, Khanna, okay, Sinchan is saying Reddy, Khanna, Parikh, Patel, Shah, Gupta, Kumar and Singh. Okay, Shah, Gupta, Kumar and Singh, Reddy, Khanna. Oh, fine. So see, Rida, your question has been solved, right? I didn't assume it in any one of the building in the topmost floor, and eventually we are getting the same sequence. Okay, fine. The only thing is A building या B building हमने ऐसे उसका nomenclature नहीं किया है. All right, fine. Jaya, it is Teddy or Reddy. All right, चलिए. So basically this set is clear, and then coming down the question. So who lives just above in the same building as the Kumar family? Right, above the Kumar family, Guptas, right? And whenever I say Guptas, right, all those dynasties, I don't know, somehow comes into my mind, right? Fine. Who lives in the same building as the Shah family? Right, who lives in the same building as the Shah family? So what would be the answer? Shah family, same building as the Shah family. Gupta, Kumar and Singh. Let's see. Gupta, Kumar and Shah. Okay, so Gupta is there, right? So A, 26A, very good. 27. Okay, 27. Just see to it what you have to do in question number 27. 27 the answer is A. I'm sorry, question number 26 the answer is A. 27 में देखिए क्या करना है. The Parikh family sorted out the difference with the Shah family and now both the families became business partners. So if the Parikhs want to stay in the same building and as close to the Shahs, with whom should they exchange the house? Okay, Parikhs want to stay in the same building and close to the Shah. Parikh, Shah. So Parikh and Shah. So then would be replaced by the Khannas. So the answer would be why D? Guptas. 27. All right. Chaliye. Let's move on to the next set now. So this is one more variety, right? The timings are there, trainers there. Let's start. Same building, yeah, the answer is same building. Parikhs and Shahs will take place of the Guptas. Parikhs want to stay in the same building and closest to the Shahs. Parikhs wants to stay in the same building and closest to the Shahs. Okay, fine. All right. Chaliye, let's come to the next set of question. So this is a set of question. Very easy. Ready? Yes, it should be the Guptas. Fine, ready with the answers? So Saurashtra Express does not arrive at 7 a.m. Okay, so the very first thing what we were supposed to do is that see the timings 8:15 and they are in AM, right? So what we are going to do is that first of all let's start because they are in the early morning, so it should be the first slot should be like 5:30, then it should have been 6:15, then 6:35, right, 6:35, then 7 a.m, 7:45 and 8:15. Okay, so the first instruction says that Saurashtra Express does not arrive at 7 a.m. Okay, 7 a.m. Saurashtra doesn't come. This is the point number 1. Point number 2, Duronto Express arrives immediately before Rajdhani. So Duronto and then Rajdhani and immediate. Okay. Point number 3 is that Janta Express does not reach Mumbai later than 6:30 a.m. It means that Janta Express, and it is not the first to arrive, So at 6:15, which train is coming? Janta Express. Okay. Then point number 4, Shatabdi Express does not arrive before Karnavati. Okay, it means that point number 4 is Karnavati and then comes Shatabdi. So when I am making a dotted line, it means also that it is not immediate. Okay, so I don't know at what position it is. Saurashtra Express arrives exactly 45 minutes after Rajdhani. Saurashtra Express comes exactly after 45 minutes after Rajdhani. So it means that 7 o'clock I will have to put Rajdhani, because that is the only place after 45 minutes I am going to get Saurashtra Express, right. So exactly after this thing, and we also know that exactly before Rajdhani Duronto has to be there, and we know that Saurashtra is not there, and Karnavati has to come before Shatabdi. So there are only 2 slots left. So Karnavati has to be here and Shatabdi here, and we are done, right. So this is how we will be doing it. So this is what I was talking as one of the the varieties where the time order has to be there and then solving it. Okay. Now let's come to the questions. Okay, so let's come to the questions now. So now it's very easy to answer. When does the Janta Express arrive? So the answer is, what is the answer to this? Yes. Yes, question number 28, the answer. Okay. Question number 29. Which train arrives first? Very good. Question number 29. Devashri, why aren't you writing the answer in this form? How would I come to know the answer of which option? Chaliye, next question. How many trains arrive after Duronto? How many trains arrived after Duronto? So question number 30. Alright. So here, like now the next set which I am going to do is the set which I couldn't complete, right, that A to H, the homework which I had given on Monday. So those who have already solved can leave, but before you leave the session, again this is the announcement I am making again for those people who have joined late. On Monday I am going to take the live doubt clearing session, and hence on Telegram channel I will be sharing a link. In that link, before 6 p.m. on Saturday, you have to send the images of the question, right, and please take a proper image so that I can take it directly. I mean, I don't have to do much work on that, right, as a part of the PPT, right, and before 6 p.m. and on Monday I will be taking the doubts on the topic syllogism, and only on syllogism. Don't send any other questions from any other topic. Alright friends, so those who have done with that set which I am talking about can sign off for the day. and those who couldn't do it, right, for them I am taking this session. All right, okay, fine. So this was the set, right, which I had given in the homework, and let's say if we do it this thing, wait a minute, so then I have again written the instructions in the already in a, because it is really sometimes difficult to take both the things simultaneously. The instruction I should have enough space to write. Okay, fine. So here it is that if I assume E, right, so what was those instructions? The first instruction said that if, so I have assumed, if I am assuming E in the north direction, right, then obviously because D is on the left side of E, so then D is here, and H is, then there will be two spaces between E and H, so this is there. So H position is here, and B is on the immediate left of H, and hence this is, so if H is facing north, then only B can take this position. So these were the two possible cases, right. In that I have, if I take F has to be in the north direction, if I assume, because that is also one of the point mentioned, then in that case only one case I will be in a position to work out. Okay, fine, right, and then that is going to be right, and in case if the E is facing south, in that case this is what is the direction, right. So here I would be getting C, which will be in the north direction, right, E, F, A, D and G, and since C, D and G were having the same direction, right, so they are all going to have the north direction, and we were also given that G and A are having the opposite directions, and hence A has to be from south and A has to, and F has to be from north. So this is how we had to do this arrangement, and according to this set, right, I will tell you the right answers. In my previous session even this was also getting wrong. The answer is 1:1. So those who had given the answer 5:3, 3:5, that was wrong. The answer is 1:1. 4 are north faced and 4 are south faced. How many people sit between B and F? The answer is 2. And which of the following is true? So out of this, H and G sits at the end. This is the only statement it holds true. Okay, chaliye. So with this note, I end my session over here. Thank you very much.